So, what's your name and what's your barber experience?
Hey, my name's Zach from the Bahamas. Been living in Canada about 7-8 years now. And experience-wise, I've been cutting hair for about 5 to 6 years. And I'm at a barber shop now, but before this shop, I worked at another one prior to this. And after that shop, I started doing mobile cuts for a bit. And I took a break actually from cutting hair for about a year and a half, because I was just questioning if it was for me or not. And now here I am back at the barber shop.
So, what made you start barbering?
For me, it was more so sudden. Like, I wasn't even thinking about becoming a barber. I used to get my hair cut by this guy, and he just so happened to open up a new shop. I met him. I got him to cut my hair like twice before he changed shops, but then I stayed in contact with him. And then he used to cut my hair. He opened up a shop. At that time, I was working just a mediocre job at the brick, just making minimum wage. Just settled. I was just complacent, just not really wanting to look further. And then the barber, like, me and him kind of gained a relationship. And he was like, man, I opened up a shop. I need barbers. Why don't you let me teach you how to cut hair? Like, you're just working at the brick, just, not making any progress, why don't I teach you? Just give it a try. And the way I looked at it, I was like, you know what, why not? Opportunity to learn something new. And at that time, I was really scared and, wondering if it was for me. Then I was like, you know what, it's actually a skill that if I apply it to myself, it could actually take me far. And even during that whole process of me cutting hair at that shop, I had in the back of my mind, is this for me? Is it for me? I don't know if I'm going to do this. That was the process, and I just literally just stood by him, watched him. Yeah, that's it.
Then why do you continue?
I was cutting hair at that shop for about 2.5 years. That's when the COVID pandemic happened, at the 2-year mark. I started doing mobile cuts because all the shops shut down. And then I realized, being my own boss, I'm making the same amount of money, could work on my schedule, have less overhead. Just certain life circumstances happened, and I was sort of slowed down. I started distancing myself away from it because I was I don't know if it's for me. I started in the construction field. I was doing house framing for a bit, and in the private construction sector. Just after a while, I was just thinking, I was like, damn, if I had this skill. I was just leaping back and forth, just trying to figure out what's right for me, what I really want to do. I just didn't want to be stuck in one situation and later down the line regret it. And I just kind of took time to, just try to visualize what makes sense, the most sense, and then so I took a break for a year and a half. And then, my boy hit me up saying he was opening a shop. And in the back of my mind, before he even hit me up, I already had in my mind, damn, I want to go back to the shop. So I guess that was the eye-opener for me, that process to realize, I have a skill. I might as well apply it. How much people in the construction field, when I was with them, it was damn, I wish I knew how to cut hair. I would be in the shop right now cutting hair. I wouldn't be here. That was a big eye-opener too. That's why, it just made me realize, I have a skill and just keep pushing it.
Thanks, Zach.
Yeah, no problem.